I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast gems.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there's one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
You open the Walmart app and boom! The Reebok and Hanes styles that keep your kiddos on their A-game delivered in as fast as an hour. That's right, those comfy Hanes Performance Crew socks they love in the app. And the coolest shirts, shorts, hoodies, and leggings from Reebok? Yep, Walmart's got them. They'll feel so focused in their new gear they won't even notice you freaking out on the sidelines. Shop Reebok and Hanes in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new. Subject to availability, fees, and restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtuo Coffee Machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your Virtuo Pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
I knew it. Another Heard At Media production.
Wow. Hey, Roxanne.
Oh my gosh, Chantal was just like rambling for a second, and I'm sorry. And I had clicked record. I literally said, "Are you ready?" And she started talking, and I was like, "Girl, like I clicked record. I can't go back." So if you hear some rambling, but you guys, I am heated. You guys are about to hear a very heated side of me right now.
Wow. Why?
Oh, you're unaware?
No, yeah, what?
So for all the Ace fans, we are owed an apology. All of you guys came for us, not all of you, but there are some people who have come for us for clocking Ace. And today validated everything. Want to know what he said in his interview?
Oh, I saw the headline, something about like Olandria and Nick not being like they're fake.
He threw Nic and Olandria under the bus. He doesn't buy their relationship. He doesn't believe it. And listen, you guys, that's also something that we've clocked, that I don't buy what Nic is selling. And I don't trust Nic. I love Olandria. I think she's way better than him. I don't trust Nic. So that's fine. Like, cool, Ace, I agree with you. But at the end of the day, Olandria is riding so hard for both you and Shelly. And you're going to go out on a podcast and basically, you should see his facial expressions, you guys, laugh and mock their relationship when in their heart, they feel it's real. So while, yes, we could agree with Ace, it goes to show you that he is the biggest hater. He has no loyalty and he wants to be looked at as the guy who is in a solid relationship. Meanwhile, he has yet to ask Shelly to be his girlfriend, knowing that's what Shelly wants. Like, what is this? Like, if you love her like you claim and you want to do this, his excuse for, by the way, not asking to be his girlfriend yet is because he's like, I'm going to do something big. If you love someone and you know it's going to make them happy, that's big enough. So what are we waiting on? So I want you guys to listen to the clip because I am so heated. I'm glad that we waited on this because it literally validates exactly what we said about Ace, that Ace is like a man child. Like he's a little man with like big, like he thinks he's big, you know, it's, I feel bad, but let me tell you guys, let me have you guys listen to this.
I think I was just so confused with you right now in the beginning because I thought you were trying to say that you owe Ace fans an apology, and I was confused on why you're saying you owe them an apology.
No, I meant that they owe us an apology.
Oh,
but,
okay.
So sorry if I said that wrong, but I'm heated. So let me just pull this up for you guys so that you guys can hear it if you haven't heard it. And I just feel
though, like you said, because his facial expressions say everything. It's like kind of what he did on the reunion, like where he makes those weird like smiley smirk faces and like he does his weird face thing, and it's like it just shows everything.
All right, let me have you guys listen. Ready? Hold on, because of course this is like suddenly messing up, but I need you guys to listen to this because it's insane. All right, let's start from the beginning.
Do you feel like Olandria and Nick's relationship is real?
He makes facial expressions.
Yep.
Just wait, y'all. He's making facial expressions. The interviewer's laughing. Yep.
Is this you thinking, or is this your answer?
He's laughing now. He's like basically rolling his eyes.
Assume that that's your answer.
He said, that's my answer.
That tough for you because Olandria is someone that you consider to be a close friend? Yeah, it really is tough for me because again, we just like she just came out here for Shelly's birthday and we all spent a time together at the club and we all caking and shit like that. So I have a lot of respect for Olandria, but again, from the last conversation that I've had with Nick, it was a matter of it's not a romantic spark. They just you know what I'm saying, they find each other attractive. Nick and Olandria's relationship, you've expressed in silence, you've expressed your opinions on that. Do you think that the other relationships that have come from Love Island?
So he basically says that he doesn't think the other relationships are real too, which is fair. Like I bet,
when was this interview? Because like I mean,
just got released.
Yeah, so like I mean, two of them already like broke up, so they're the only really relationship that was at the. Well, that's kind of messed up though. He's saying that Taylor. Did he say he's basically saying Taylor and?
No, he ends up saying the only other relationship is Taylor and Clark. Outside of that, and I genuinely believe that. I actually think that Taylor and Clark are the most solid relationship. So I genuinely believe that, but. I am just like in shock because he's like, Olandria just came out here and, celebrated Shelly. You guys at the reunion, from what I'm seeing, I love Olandria. Like that's my number one. And with Olandria, she's getting hate just for like backing Shelly. Like a lot of people think that she, is backing Shelly too hard to a point that they're now not liking Olandria because of it. So when you have a ride or die, and in Olandria's heart, like she believes this is real. Like if you really thought that, Ace, you're not going to go and tell a podcaster that. You're going to call Olandria up and be like, listen, I'm looking out for you. Nick told me that there's really no spark, but he just finds you attractive. And why are you throwing like him under the bus when he's your boy? And I want to point out something that happened at the reunion, like when they addressed the whole thing about Bryan, being seen like going a little crazy at the bar, at the club or whatever, and they asked Chris, his boy, like, what'd you see? Chris goes, I didn't see nothing. I'm sorry, that's you got to be loyal to your friend. Unpopular opinion, because people are gonna be like, no, he should have exposed him. No, you got to be loyal to your friend. Ace would literally be like, yeah, he was looking at other girls, like he was doing this. And Ace is just like a little boy. Like he's worried about everyone else. And you guys, I'm owed an apology. I am owed an apology for anyone who was like, you're too harsh on Ace. What's this Ace hate? Like, no, I am owed an apology.
The one thing that I think everything you are saying is valid when it comes to the Ace situation. I do think though, Olandria herself does not think that relationship is real either. There's no way, like after watching the reunion, there's no way like she would be that stupid to be like, okay, this is both of them. I guarantee both of them have an understanding. This is a relationship based on either convenience and or a way to step up more in their career. There is no way they look at each other and say, this is going to work. You know that feeling when summer plans are in full swing, but your to-do list looks a lot like it's also on vacation? That was me last month. Between hosting friends, running errands, and juggling work, the last thing I wanted to do was spend my Saturday deep cleaning. That's when I booked HomeAglow. HomeAglow is this amazing 5-star home service platform that makes your space clean and tidy without you lifting a finger. You just hop on their website, pick the day and time you want, choose the length of your cleaning, and boom, you're matched with a background checked, cleaner you can read reviews about before booking. My cleaner had a 4.9 star rating and was so thorough. I actually had time to sit outside and enjoy my coffee while my house was transformed. And the best part, their Forever Clean membership saves you $30 an hour on future cleanings. So you can book unlimited cleaning starting at just $19 an hour, all backed by their happiness guarantee. 100% of cleaning fees and tips go straight to your cleaner, so you're also supporting someone in your community. Take home cleaning off your plate this summer with HomeAglow. Head to homeaglow.com/TRH to get your first 3 hours of cleaning for only $19. That's HomeAglow.com/TRH.
What does every USAA member have in common? Family. We're one big family who supports the military community and their eligible families. And if you, your parent, or spouse served, you could join our family and save big on auto insurance. Visit USAA.com/join today to check your eligibility. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
Switch to Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream and discover why people are calling it the best eye cream. A powerhouse formula that targets 5 types of eye area wrinkles. 96% of users saw reduced wrinkles and diminished dark circles after just 7 days. Shop Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream at Sephora and discover how change can happen in the blink of an eye. Consumer tested by 110 women.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
You know,
knowing that you've been in a villa for that long and knowing you come out and you guys are still using the words, I'm just attractive, or we find each other attractive, or those are weird words to use. At this point, it should be, I really like this girl. This is my best friend. This is someone that I'm going to, make my girlfriend one day. Like, it's very weird. Like, you could even see their body language to me at the reunion. Like, they're just, and she has to know she's a smart girl. She's not stupid. So it's like, I put the blame on her too. It's like, they're both doing it to each other. I don't think Ace should have outed them. I think it's obviously to do that.
I don't think Olandria knows. I mean, it was clear as day to all of us that Taylor didn't like Olandria, and Olandria thought Taylor liked her. So I feel like, just sometimes we get, I don't know. I don't think
she even likes Nick. Like, I really don't even think she likes him. Like, I don't think she likes him.
I think she likes him. Yeah, I do think there's that pressure. I think she likes him because everyone likes them together. And he does this thing where he treats her. I was talking to one of my girlfriends and like, she made a point, like he does this thing where he treats her like a queen. And I think Ace is a hater on that and is like, this is all fake. You don't even like her like that. So I'm about to expose you because my relationship with Shelly is actually real. But it's like, no, again, your relationship with Shelly is not fucking real because you haven't asked her to be your girlfriend. Like, you play games. You're like 5 years old. Sit your ass down. So
I did think they were cute at the reunion though, so don't
tell you got me fucked up. Oh
no,
my
they were. To me, like them two and Taylor and Clark really gave me genuine vibes. Like, obviously, even like Pepe and a little bit of like Iris did, but obviously we know what happened.
No, I clocked that too.
Oh, you did? Like, you, without knowing what you feel like Pepe was out of it, like he didn't care for her?
What I've always known is that Hannah was so into Pepe at one point and she was going to leave Charlie for Pepe. And then all of a sudden she had this thought where she was like,
revelation that he's a fuckboy.
Yeah, she's like, wait, there was obviously something that he said where she's like, this is a fuckboy. Why would I leave a guy who I'm attracted to, who's like cool, who makes me laugh? Like, he's not like a loser. Like, why would I leave him for a fuckboy? Like, I am familiar with guys like this. So Hannah like clocked Pepe, but then of course Charlie got voted out and then she was stuck with Pepe. So then she like went with it. So I knew that Pepe was always going to be a fuckboy. I don't think that TJ's a fuckboy. We didn't really care for TJ, but I never really thought of him as a fuckboy. Like, he's like this kid from Jersey. I knew he would take Iris seriously. He was excited that she lived in Calabasas. So he's like, all right, like we both like our parents, our families do good. I like that, So I never thought TJ would, but I for sure like thought Pepe would in 2 seconds, like turn, with all this attention and look at other women. You could just tell. So And he lives like in LA and shit. And like, I
100%. You're right, actually.
The worst area, you know, where like there's so many people there is what I'm saying, you know?
I think I'm more blinded by like I love Iris so much that like I wish that they would have worked out just because I think she deserves that, you know. But I swear I'm not just like I know you want to kill me for saying it, but like when I was generally watching and just like looking at my own opinions and thinking of it, I did think Shelly and Ace are going to work out, and I think they looked really cute with each other and they have each other's back, and that's all that you kind of need when you have a relationship like that.
I think that Shelly is going to stay with Ace, and if they break up, it's because of Ace. I guarantee Shelly's dad is like dying that she's with an Ace, but I think that she is going to stay with Ace, and the only way they would ever not work is if he breaks up with her. I don't see her leaving him because she just clearly does not see it. And
they might not work out because of their age difference and everything else happening. Who knows? But like just from like being outside the villa, they seem like they both are the most.
It's not going to work out, especially because of the age difference. He's in his young 20s. From 20 to 25, you are a complete different person, and he's getting a lot of attention. Like, granted, he was already like an influencer where he did dancing and stuff. This is a whole different thing. So him and Shelly are like trauma bonding right now because like everyone on Love Island is getting hate because the internet is so crazy. Like literally you and I have like not even spoken about Love Island since it's ended. Like it ended, whatever happened. Obviously like the reunion comes on. So now we're talking about it. But like the people on the internet, they are crazy because they're harassing certain people. It is a lot. I will say I've always been Team Taylor and Clark because they are genuine as all hell. Like they actually like each other. You can tell they have a real relationship. And like, you can tell that he didn't care about the game the second that he left Olandria because he actually liked Taylor and he knew that would have been the unpopular thing to do. So that's why I always advocated for Taylor and Clark because it was real and they should have won.
100%.
So there was no games in it. He saw her. He knew what he wanted. When a man knows what they want, they're going to go for it, period. And he did that even though he knew it was not going to look good, but he didn't give a shit. He liked her more. That's the premise of the show, you guys. So yeah, clearly fucking heated. I just saw this and I'm like, oh my gosh, like you are the biggest hater. Because even if I felt that, I'm going to ride or die for my friends just like they're riding or dying for me.
He was so pissed. Like, I mean, we'll get more into each like topic on the reunion, but you could just tell like he thought that he was going to come into the reunion and like call everyone out for like quote unquote standing on business. And it's like, Ace, like you have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, no.
You're just mad that you thought you were playing the game and you're playing the wrong game. I think that's like why he was really pissed.
Yeah. Like, so I want to say something about the reunion. I really don't think they should have waited this long to do the reunion. It's just like, first off, there's so much that's happened. And also, I don't like how they wasted so much time showing us clips. Like, I don't give a shit. I already watch the show every single day. Like, stop showing me these clips. I don't care to see their reaction. Like, it's not my problem that they didn't watch it. Like, I think they spent way too much time showing us clips and stuff. And it's like, there were a lot more clips that they should have shown. Like, for example, when they talk about, I'm such a certified Ace hater, but when they talk about Ace being a ringleader, Andy, show all the clips of why the world thinks that. And they didn't. Instead, they're showing us like, I don't know, like just whatever, like things that we didn't care about versus like when someone's asking a question, show them why people think this, you know?
I think 100%. I don't think they should have waited this long. I also think that they like brought out like all the characters that we didn't need to see. Like, I don't know why they're all there. Like, we don't really care about some of the Casa Amor couples, no offense. And then I also think because like they waited so long, like all these people have done their own lives, their own interviews, have went on so many podcasts. It's like, we've heard the same thing. So there's no like big revelation on this. And like Andy was good about like, you know, calling some people out, but then it's like some of them didn't care. Like Austin, like what the hell was wrong with you? Like, are you okay? Like you were not paying attention. Huda had like media training. She did not. She went in saying she was gonna like, you know, like make it like so like I don't even know what she was doing.
Acting like Leah. She's acting like Leah, where she's like, I feel like the show did me wrong, so I'm not going to give the show energy. And like, I feel like Leah really was wronged. Where like Huda, like, I don't feel as though she was wronged.
No, that's her personality.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know, but I could see Huda's points like at the reunion as well. But I don't know.
It was more just like
Austin, I turned on Austin.
No,
I defended Austin. This was like not okay. I don't know what gummy he was on. I don't know why he was getting high. Like even at one point, Austin is the only one who's clocked like what Ace did to the show. He's the only one who did it. And even behind the scenes, like he made a comment to clock Ace. The second he's in front of him, I'm like, wait, what is this, Austin? Like, what are you even saying? Like today, Junior, like, what are you saying? And he really just made me so mad this entire reunion. Like,
Jeremiah, the only interesting part really was the end, because like I really wanted to see the whole Jeremiah being confronted by them and him like saying his truth, like, and that was interesting.
About I thought what was interesting was the love bombing thing. Like he wanted to be like, I didn't love bomb you. Here's why. And then of course, like Huda said, like she still felt it, but then he had something prepared. He's like,
he threw the definition out.
Yeah, and then he looked at Ace and he's like, "Tell me how I love bombed you." And then Ace was like, "You would talk about her with us." And I'm like, Ace is like a little man with big feelings, and that's the problem here. He wore like glasses to like come across more mature and thinking that people were going to side with him.
Oh my God, I thought the glasses thing too. Like it's like, stop it.
It was so damn irrelevant. And it just, again, I was like, I don't know how people don't see it. Like, I do not know how people don't see that he is a problem. And you guys, if you guys know that I've been watching this show from like the very beginning, Shelly was always my number one, and she is not my number one. Ace has made Shelly so unlikable to me, and it pains me to say that. And I love Olandria, so I'm like, Olandria, like, I don't know. I do feel bad for Olandria though, because you guys, I
don't feel that way about Shelly.
I didn't like her. Well, let me just say this about Olandria. I feel bad for her because when she was on Watch What Happens Live, I'm like, damn, like she's very timid. Like you can tell, first off, you can tell that all of them are scared to get canceled. I don't blame them. The internet is a psycho, like they're psychos. So like at Watch What Happens Live, like she was so timid, like she's so shy. She doesn't want to say the wrong thing. And that could be a reaction and to like the hate that she's getting. So she's worried. Or like she's just like it's all a lot for them. So I feel very bad for her because of that. Like I could tell like she's very, very quiet. Like she doesn't want to talk. But like she will talk to defend Shelly. And to me, Shelly just talks in circles.
Well, okay, so like I want to know your point of view then from because Olandria was speaking about herself personally because she felt that her and Huda had a really great relationship and like clearly had a better relationship than Huda and Shelly. And she said she kind of was blaming Huda and she's like, you didn't stick up for me. So like, what do you feel about that?
I think
said,
that
I asked you to post and say, have them stop talking about me and Shelly, and you didn't.
I think it's very weird for Huda to not just do that. Like she could do that. But I know that Huda did make a statement and like say, like, you know, I don't want people to bully people. And Huda's whole thing was like, I went out and I said, I love Olandria so that people knew that I loved you. And Olandria's like, yeah, but you could have made a statement. My whole thing with that is like, I can see both sides. At the end of the day, we cannot control people, you know.
And everyone was getting hate. So like I think for them to sit there and say that they're the only ones getting hate, or even like she was saying like there was racism hate to them, but Huda was also saying I'm getting racism hate too, you know. So it's like I feel like everybody was fair play and like everybody was getting hate. Like I don't know how people can say that Huda has way more fans than not fans. Like she did get a redemption arc. I think that's what happened, but in the beginning she was literally getting roasted.
Yeah, I think they're all getting hate. I think for them, you know, they've been dealing with a lot of racist stuff, and that's not cool, and that's not fair, and that's why I hate the internet because like these trolls are so annoying.
Like call people out for what they did, you know, not for who they are. It's like for what they did. Like you literally like say like I don't like that you like basically lied. Like even Shelly, like Shelly looked bad about when they really explained the whole like undiscovered clip about Huda and Chris, and she like looked bad again. And it's like that's what you can give her hate for and say you didn't look that you were right. Huda still looked right in that situation.
Yeah. I mean, even that George Floyd stuff, like that's tough. Like that's tough. I mean, that's like unimaginable. Like, and again, it's like the internet has balls, you guys. Like the internet has given people balls and it's really, really scary, but you got to pray for those people. Like, I'm not even kidding. Cause that's just fucking weird, dude. They are saying that a lot of people, what they're doing is like, like Olandria and Shelly fans and then Huda fans are purposely doing things where they would make it look like the other fan base is doing it so that they could be like, look at their fan base. Why isn't like Huda defending them? But it's like, it's like Olandria and Shelly's fan base doing it on purpose and vice versa. Huda's fan base doing it on purpose and saying, why aren't they defending? So it's just a very, very toxic thing right now. And, I don't think that's reason enough for Olandria and Huda not to move forward. But I do think Olandria's loyalty to Shelly is why Olandria and Huda cannot move forward. And it's making Olandria look to me like, I don't know, man. Like, I was just like, Shelly and Ace, like, you guys are not it. Like, you just are not it. Like,
for example, like, look how Shelly has hung out with Sierra.
Yeah.
And and Olandria hasn't at all. And like, it's like, should she have done that since like that's her girl? It's like a lot of weird things. I think everyone's just trying to be their own person and trying to do what they want to do.
I don't think Olandria is being her own person. That was what I'm trying to say.
Like, look how Shelly hung out with.
It's so hard for Shelly that she's like, and Shelly's like in Olandria's ear that I really genuinely, in my opinion, do not write a bad review because I feel this way. In my opinion, because you guys are welcome to feel how you guys feel about it, but I just feel that Olandria is, she's just so loyal and she's so loyal to Shelly and she shouldn't be because a lot of the time Shelly was talking in circles and it didn't make sense. Like when they talked about Shelly and Ace getting voted off and Shelly says, yeah, because you guys were playing the game wrong. Like we actually like each other and we're a couple and we like each other and you guys are voting us off. Girl, do you know how you and Ace voted? Like you voted for Hannah to go.
That was the most hypocritical statement that was on this whole thing. But I don't agree with you when you say that Olandria is loyal. Like you wouldn't do that to a friend, what she did to Sierra. So like you're not that loyal.
I don't think that
They were exclusive. It doesn't matter. They were exclusive. And the minute that you had the opportunity, you went with him.
I don't know. I think that her and Shelly had more of like a different sisterhood than she did with Sierra. Like I feel like Shelly was closer to Sierra. And I don't ever think that Olandria was as close with Sierra. So I just feel like, they are like ride or dies for each other. And so I don't know. That's just how I feel on it. Andy Cohen, by the way, since this reunion has come out, he is getting so much hate. They're bringing up like the Jewish
co-host though.
Who says you can't be the topic of conversation for all the right reasons? The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid pairs bold presence with advanced technology and sleek style. It's everything you didn't know you needed in an SUV and then some. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Jif peanut butter. It's that Jiffing good. It doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean. Jif. Ooh, it's that Jiffing good. Get your Jif at Jif.com.
As a contractor, I don't pay for materials I don't use. So why would I pay for stuff I don't need in my mobile plan? That's why the new MyBiz plan from Verizon Business is so perfect. Now I can choose exactly what I want, and I only pay for what I need.
Right now, with MyBiz plan, get our best price, as low as $25 a line. Visit Verizon.com/business to get started today. New lines only. Price per month with 5+ lines. Includes autopay and paper-free billing and promotional discount. Taxes, fees, economic adjustment charge. Applicable add-ons, prices, and terms apply. Guarantee applies to base monthly rate and stated discounts only. Add-on prices additional. Offers end September 30th, 2025.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
The reason that he's getting hate is because with Huda, he's like, I don't understand how you feel like you were bullied. Like, what? Give me an example of like how you were bullied. And now Huda's like reposting stuff, making it like, like they're bringing the whole like the Palestine Jewish, like, like all that stuff, like the stuff that we don't want to talk about. Like that's what they're like bringing. That's what she's like bringing to life. She reposted that. And if you go
what does that have to do with the show? Like no one brought that up on the show. So like that's all he's asking about was like, what happened on the show?
Yeah, the internet's crazy. They're saying that he was targeted because he is a certain religion and she is a certain religion. You were
targeted Huda because you acted crazy and you spiraled out on the show, and he wanted to know why you thought you were being bullied.
I will say I'm not Team Huda. I'm not Team anyone honestly anymore. But I will say that when Huda like felt like kind of mocked at and laughed at, and then we see
her example.
Yeah, we see the scene of Shelly and Shelly and Sierra and Nick are all like kind of clowning on her. Like that was valid to me. That would hurt my feelings and that's fair. And if I left and I thought that I saw that, I'd be like, damn, I didn't know you guys were like mocking me. And like, here I am trying to be cute and funny. And you guys are my friends. Like I understood that. And I am not a Huda fan. Like I am not a Huda fan. You guys like, I'm just not.
Did she say that she said the wrong word and bully wasn't maybe the right word?
She said that I was hurt for that. Like I was hurt. Like I was hurt. You guys, no one uses the term bully more than Ace. Okay. No one uses the term more than him. Like him bringing up the Amaya video and what she did with Call Her Daddy. And he was like, that's you encouraging bullying, like that's you. Like he brings up that word so much. Like he's not out here bullying everyone. Like he's not out here mocking and laughing at Huda when Huda put her hand out to him. So again, I just do not like Ace at all. And I think he's so bad for Shelly. I think at this point, because Shelly is with Ace, Shelly's bad for Olandria. And that's just how I feel about it. And out of everyone, I'm Team Jeremiah here.
He's just so funny because he's a little awkward. He's a little awkward guy. He comes out like he's so nervous. Like it was just so funny.
He's a nerd. He's so innocent. He's a fucking nerd. And I love that for him. So, yeah, I mean, let's kind of, there was something that like, really, I don't know. Like, I really
what'd you think about Huda saying that she can't talk about her relationship status? Cause that made everyone go into a spiral. She's like, I can't.
Yeah. I mean, she is at this point, she came out. See, this is something that I could kind of agree with Ace where he's like, we come out, and a lot of you guys like have balls all of a sudden is basically what he said. And I do sense that where a lot of people do have balls all of a sudden. Like
because what happens is that like a few people know that now they do have the fan base. People love them. So that's gonna make you feel more confident in saying what you need to say.
Yeah, no, for sure. But
Netflix like made a funny like joke, like they tweeted something like no comment, or I don't know what the heck she's talking about. But then a lot of people are saying it's because her boyfriend that she has now is on a Netflix show, and it's because she can't make it seem like this guy didn't end up with this girl yet. Like that's why. But it's not because she signed anything. That you guys didn't even know each other when he started doing the show. So she's just silly.
Yeah.
Like he probably just told her like, don't say anything about it because like I'm not supposed to like confirm, but it's also like you're seen out and about with each other, so you guys make no sense.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think about Hannah being like getting really still like really upset, and like they showed the scene of them talking about it. Did you still stand on their decision like when you saw the extended clip?
So they said that Hannah like went on a podcast and she felt like Huda was the one who voted her out because Huda wanted Pepe, and we find out that Huda stayed quiet for that. And
they do try to call out Huda a lot, and like what she says is truth. Like whatever she said that she did or she didn't do, it's all the footage has went into her favor. So Like we've seen it's crazy. So like, there's no hiding her acting crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, and that's the thing that I would have like loved if I was Hood. I would have been like, listen, like you thought it was me, but she was like, listen, it's fine. Like you're a great girl. Like it is what it is. So yeah, that whole Hannah thing, it's never going to make sense to me. What Shelly said made absolutely no sense. The thing about Shelly is she didn't take accountability for one motherfucking not one thing. And that's when I was like, Shelly, Ace is rubbing on you. You're too good for this. And that's what pissed me off is she didn't take any accountability. They were dead ass wrong for the Hannah stuff. And that's how I stand about it. I'm still like shook at about Austin, you guys. Like, I'm so sorry. What was wrong with this man?
No, I'm sorry. Like they should have kicked him out of the reunion and said, get out.
There was a thing where Jeremiah was like on a live with Iris and Ace and Austin was like, oh my God, I just watched and they were doing like a live with Ace too or Austin and Austin was like, oh my gosh, they cut out that big thing. And then Jeremiah was like, oh, let's just not talk about that here. And Jeremiah is so scared to be canceled. So scared.
Yeah. Especially because he came out knowing that people like him and he wants to keep it that way. He does not want to ruffle any feathers for sure.
He wants to like be the bigger person and stuff. You guys, and this is why I can't stand Nick's ass, you guys. So they talk about if Nick's talked us here and he's like, I was going to talk to her, but then, I decided I'm not going to talk to her because well, she she made videos when she went out of town where she was like, when your man ends up going for your best friend. Yeah. And so go and fucking apologize and be a man because that did happen, dummy. So
it's really weird for him not to have one conversation. No one's saying that they need to hang out. No one's saying they need to be friends, but to like, you had this whole experience with this person. She literally got canceled. You were exclusive with her in the villa. So you could literally just have a conversation with her and say, like, this is what happened. This is how I'm feeling. And, good luck in the rest of your life.
Yeah. And that's literally why I can't take Nick seriously because he's so damn dumb. Like he'll just do whatever the internet thinks they like, like I genuinely believe he is with Olandria for clout. He is like, if you guys see him, there was like a show and he's literally begging in the comments, please put me on your show. He knows everything that's happening on social media. He did that subscription thing immediately when he came from the show where if you want to see him, you got to subscribe and pay. Like he is so thirsty and he knows he only looks like he's only relevant because people love Olandria, not because of anything else. So I clocked Nick from day one too. I'm going to say that and watch. It's going to come out. It's going to come out. So
I think both of them are just trying to further their like modeling career. And
I don't think Olandria is.
Yes, you know why? Have you not seen her looks and all of her couture? Like Rexon, you're blinded.
She's dealt with trauma. Here's the thing. Here's an interview, and I thought this was
she's doing it too. I don't know why you think she's not.
So Olandria went on a podcast and it was with Miley Cyrus's mom, and Miley Cyrus's mom's from the South. She's from the South. And Miley Cyrus's, I think that like Nick is telling Olandria what she wants to hear. And she's like, okay, he's good to me. Why would I leave? Okay. But anyways, like Miley Cyrus's mom is like, how come you didn't go for Nick? Like, for the doubters and stuff. And she said something and she's like, she's like, I always thought Nick was attractive. I just didn't think Nick would look at me as like a Black woman and think I'm attractive. And like she said, like that's something that she deals with, like, and I was like, damn, like it was deep for me where I was like, because like even us, Chantel, like I feel like if we saw, like, we're just like, we just think like whatever, like, just like we're Chaldean that they like us. But like if a man that looked like Nick, I don't think like, we're considered brown, right? I don't think Nick would look at us and find us attractive, like, cause he wants like, the typical, like in my head, I would think, and that could be like a me problem. He wants like the typical blonde, person, whatever. I don't know. It could be a me problem, but, like I was like, that was deep to me. So, and that's like a real thought that people don't realize, like that, like, damn, like, okay, that like she feels that way. And it's like, you never think of it, but that's so deep. I don't know.
I still don't like, she could still think that.
Damn, Chantal, you cool.
No, she could still feel that way and like great, but she still can be with Nick to further both of their careers. Like it really is a career-based relationship to me on both ends. No one's that stupid. No one can be that blindsided by Nick. If you're saying you're clocking him, no one can be that blindsided by him, especially because he's not acting so goo goo gaga. He's just saying like, I'm attracted to you. Like you're not that dumb.
Yeah. So what's happened since the reunion? Of course, like Bryan and Amaya aren't together.
And they didn't even look like they were a cute couple, even at the reunion, to be honest. And like you could tell, like you could tell he was gonna be an F boy too.
100%. There was some I knew it from the fucking beginning. There was some promo.
I'm pissed that they won, to be honest. Like now that I think about it more and more, it's like we always said this, like America just ruined like the whole show. But like the way that they got Taylor and Clark out was just the dumbest thing in the world.
I never wanted them to win, but I also didn't want Ace to win. I wanted Clark and Nick to win, and that's it. Because they were for real, they were genuine. So yeah, Amaya and Bryan have unfollowed each other, but you guys, some behind the scenes stuff. There was a promo clip, you guys. And they were asking for the reunion. They were asking, all of them were together. It was so awkward. None of them like each other. It goes to Bryan, and Bryan was like, did you find any of your like any of the people on Love Island's family attractive? And he says, man, Huda's sister was fine. And like he says this while Amaya's right next to him. And if you guys see Amaya's face, you can tell her heart sank, because it's like, ew, like calm the fuck down. And Amaya's like, and Huda's like, what? My sister? Like she's taken. He goes, yeah, she's attractive. She was fine. And I'm like, oh, like if my boyfriend did that, I would be like, bro, calm the fuck down. Like don't ever embarrass. The one thing I've always felt about a man is like, don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. And you could look at Amaya, and she was humiliated and embarrassed. And yeah, there's rumors that Bryan cheated on her, and a girl like slept with him, and she went out on TikTok and she said it. They both unfollowed each other. It's funny because like they wait till the reunion because they're scared. And of course, Pepe and Iris, we heard that Pepe was fucking around too. And guess what? Yep. Pepe and Iris aren't together. And we, you know, I was like, I knew it because of Hannah. Like Hannah, there was something that wasn't shown, you guys. There was something that wasn't shown, and that Hannah would have randomly, like all of a sudden be so into Pepe and then clock like, wait, I realize he's a fuck boy. And I'm like, why did she realize that? So
I think she always had that feeling like, you know, this is the guy I typically go for, and they're always like the bad boys. And so she probably like just always had that inkling from the get-go.
Yeah.
But it's just so unfortunate because it's like Pepe's like Iris is the baddest girl, and like you're such a loser for that. Like now you're the biggest loser.
Well, it's funny because TJ like made a video response, and he's just like giggling and like putting hand over his face because like and nothing else. He didn't put a caption. Everyone's like, "Boy, we see you. Like, go get your girl." So I wonder if
you would give him a chance again.
Another thing that was interesting, Austin went on a podcast after and said, you know, here's like what was basically cut from the reunion. And he's like, what was cut is Amaya kept calling me like a pussy ass bitch when that whole thing happened where like, you know, where Ace went
on business challenge,
where Ace went and deflected and was like, you were saying one thing to us about Amaya because remember Austin called him out and was like, you are fucking Jeremiah's hater. And he's like, Amaya kept calling me like she was going crazy, calling me like a fake ass pussy, like all this stuff, like going off. And he's like, they cut that whole thing off. And then he's like, she was going crazy, saying the craziest things to Zach too. They cut that off. And to me, I'm like, but why would you guys cut that off? And you guys didn't cut any of that for Huda when Huda was saying like off the wall stuff. And, you know, I wouldn't have even looked differently at Amaya for saying it, but I'm just like, you didn't cut that off. Like, and that's why editing is like, if that's something you're not going to cut out, you know? And so I didn't like that.
Right. It makes sense because like they never even brought that whole situation up. And I would have liked to see more of a back and forth with all of them about it.
Yeah.
What about this scene? The last scene I think that we need to talk about that was like nothing else was that interesting to me was that they ended up showing us an extended clip of the heart race challenge, and we see what Huda does. She does some licking. What did you think about that?
I think that Huda, by the way, if you guys pay attention, they were literally like moaning, like you could hear them moaning, and like they were so into it. And
so you guys, like, I'm sorry because like I just watched UK. And the newest season of UK, like the way that USA gives us such a bad rap. Like that was disgusting. Like the fact that everyone's consenting to anything, like for a heart rate challenge. Are you guys good? Why
all of them are ratchet? Every single one.
Why are you guys going to the next level? Like be like sexy and classy, okay?
Yeah.
Not sexy and dirty, and you're like on literally humping someone, and like I just don't even understand what these people were doing.
Yeah. Well, I looked at it and listen, like Shelly was also like doing like the nasty too. So that's one. I do think Huda took it too far. I do think it was like Huda knew, like low key.
She was kind of making out with him. Like that was just no.
Yeah, she was like, she, you know what, Huda, I don't care what you guys say. Huda's that girl where she's like a lot of people are like, yeah, Shelly's just mad because Huda did it better than her. Like, no, okay, cool. And like, don't do that though. Like, I'm your girl. Like, you're fucking weird, you know? Like, I'm your girl. Like, it's not like, you know, like Chris and you are like just met each other. I'm your fucking girl. You know, I really like Ace. So I do think Huda was wrong in that. But you know what? I look sideways at Shelly because I'm like, the fact that not one of you are calling out Ace for how he was loving that, how he got a little hard. Like the fact that no one said anything to Ace, like that's where I look at Shelly and I'm like, man, Ace is gonna ruin you, girl. Like he's
like
literally
he could have said like get off me or like made it like he didn't want that, you know? That's what could have been done for sure.
Yeah. It seems like also Shelly was really affected by getting ranked lowest on the show. And I don't think Shelly was ever a mean girl. I think at that moment, the scene that Huda was talking about was fair. And I think what Shelly could have done was like, hey, looking back at it, it was messed up. But, you know, like, I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, Shelly had moved on with Huda about that whole like heart rate challenge. So like you can't still hold on to it because you guys had a conversation. You moved on, said, love you, girl, yada, yada, yada. But I do feel like Shelly always tolerated Huda. I don't think she liked Huda because under like she saw that Ace was so affected by Huda. A straight man is not going to be so affected by a woman unless he wants to fuck her. Like period. I'm sorry. Like that's my take there.
We've always known that Ace wanted Huda from the beginning and Huda didn't give him time of day and then it went that the way that it did.
And this to me is why Ace is 23 though. They're exclusive, but they're not official. Like, again, you know, they talk about that and he's like, I'm waiting to do a big moment, like as if he's about to propose to her. You are 23, sir. Like you ain't shit. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, and another thing I want to point out about Ace, this is basically an episode of me hating Ace. Please don't write us a nice review about this, please. Or if you agree, give us 5 stars. But
I'm just cracking up because like he didn't say a lot. So like you really were heated from him, huh?
Because he's so full of it. Like he literally, they were like to him, you did a diss track. And he's like, no, it wasn't a diss track. It was just like, you know, me respond. And I'm like, Ace, it was a fucking diss track. And it was the most cringe diss track I've ever heard. And if any one of them ever did that, you would go crazy, period. So yeah. What did anything else happen?
Okay.
I wanted to talk more about like the behind the scenes things.
No, I do think that's most interesting because like look what happened. Like, you know, it's like whoever all these people were. I don't know. I just thought it was overall like this was not a great reunion and it definitely wasn't even needed. And it's like all these people at the end of the day, they don't like each other. So but they're also being very fake too because they're so scared, like Roxanne said, to get canceled. So like they're all just playing a weird game, you know? So it just there was no point for it.
What about Austin and Jade? Like, what the fuck was that?
Why were we even spending time on that? Like, you guys were that for real? Like, no.
I turned on Austin, man. I was like, Austin, like, don't ever come to a reunion. You're the only one who was calling it out. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, like, bro, what is happening?
No, he was like on shrooms or something. Something was happening.
Pissed. I was getting pissed. But we just wanted to do an episode. We didn't want to touch on the reunion. We wanted to touch on everything that's happened.
I do just want to say, because it just ended, okay? Like, and I keep telling Roxanne, if you guys have not watched the UK this season, it was so good because it's way more classier, I'll tell you that. But there was so much drama with the girls, and that never happens. Like just kind of like how like USA, like there was drama with the boys, but there was so much drama with the girls, and there was such a divide that it made it for such interesting TV. Like, you need to watch it.
Yeah.
So good.
I was just, we were catching up on so many shows. My kids were going back to school. Like, so much was happening. I did ask for your Hulu information. My husband was not answering me, but he gave me his. So
the next time, just like send me, like, you know how it tells you like a code, like do that. So like, it's just easier for me to log in for you.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that's all that we have. We had a quick break to touch on this, and I'm glad we waited. And let me know your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree. Write us a nice review, or if not, you guys still put us 5 stars, but give us your opinion, even if you disagree. I like to hear why.
Like Roxanne said, we're not team anyone, okay? So don't get mad at us for our opinions, because we got a lot of bad reviews about like maybe me more like hating on Huda or something, but man,
recently we got a shit ton of bad reviews, and I'm like, I cannot understand how people leave us bad reviews for having a different opinion than them, or they'll say something that's not true at all. We're like, we'll be an advocate for someone 30 episodes, one episode, we're like, we kind of disagree with them. And then they'll call us a name for that. And I'm like, I cannot. Like, we are about what's right is right, wrong is wrong. Not about like blind loyalty, dude.
Yeah. And again, and this happened in the Housewives. We can change our opinion in a matter of an episode. So go to get over it.
Yeah. But like, that was kind of mean, but you know, don't get over it. But like, it's okay, you guys. It's okay. So that's all that we have for today. This is like a fun though, because I was, passionate Roxanne, she be going off. So
wow. Thank God Ace made that video.
I know. We'll be back for Miami and OC. A lot to say about that. So thank you guys so much for listening as usual. We love you guys. Please write us a nice review. Have a great day. Bye guys.
Bye guys.